Well, I'm waiting for John Deere to show up to fix my round baler. So I figured I'd jump on the square baler, take a few squares while I'm waiting. Really pumping them out here. Almost too heavy. Hey everyone, how's it going? Today is July something. I don't know what day it is. It's probably like the 8th or 9th. So my birthday was on the 5th. That was, about 4 days ago. Who cares? Anyway, it's somewhere around that. But we're baling hay. There's Sean just giving her. I gotta bale. Right there. And it's ready to dump out. So I raked this really early this morning because it's been so hot. It's like 32 degrees, 34. I think it's 32 today with the wind. So it's dried right out to nothing. So I raked this early in the morning. Lori raked it at around 5:30, and then I came here and raked it at 8 till I was done. Then I got this baler hooked up to this tractor because it wasn't. It was brought out. The baler was brought out to the shop by the 210, so I had to get this tractor from the other yard and hook it up. But either when I plugged it in, I might have buggered the pin up on the connector, and I was getting an error message. So John Deere came out and they redid the pin. It was all the way. It was kind of down and bent. So I don't have one of those little plastic tools that push wire in, so I didn't want to break it. So they came out and fixed it up in about 10 minutes. And it was good to go. So Sean baled the majority of this field. We've got some thunderstorms happening in the distance. Thankfully we haven't got any, because I heard any storms that happened today had hail in them, so we don't want hail. And with this heat and the storm, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get torrential downpour and hail. I got one bad bale when I switched rolls of net wrap. I spliced the roll in between the rollers there. It didn't, well it caught, but it wrapped around the rubber roller twice. So it didn't tie that one bale. So we actually have one of mine and one of Sean's didn't tie yesterday. So we're gonna push them out and re-bale them. So I just want to also say hi to my niece's sons, Jackson and Carter. Hope you're watching and staying cool today on your summer holidays. Yeah, you guys, we need a swimming pool. More than one swimming pool. Yeah, I hope you guys come out more often. It's good to see you. So yeah, anyway, I really need to paint this tractor. I just never can find the time. It's just that one thing overlaps into the other, and then the next thing you know, it's got to do this. And, I wish my shop was a little bit bigger. I could paint them inside in the winter. Oh, I gotta put some hay on this side. Watch what I'm doing. So yeah, that's my next project on this tractor. Then it'll be pretty much fixed up. Brand new tires. Just that front tire's kind of wore on there, but that's just a new tie rod end issue on there. Needs adjusting a little bit. So I'm just wondering if we're going to get more bales on this field than we did last year. This is really old hay, but the hay from here is like the nicest hay we have. It's like a Rome Timothy alfalfa mix, and it's really nice. Although for last year, for some reason, the cows didn't really like it. And I gave some to Ramona for her horses, and they didn't like it either. It was all dusty and didn't look very green. I don't know why. It's a bale driver. We're thinking maybe the dust from the gravel road settling on the hay. So that might have been it. I don't know. They weren't very good. But I'm going to say these ones are going to be really good. Go, Sean, go! He's running the MX120 with the 560 M baler. That's my new baler that I bought. I'm running the 568, which is a pretty good baler. No really complaints about it. The only complaint I have about this one is it likes to eat net wrap sometimes. Other than that, it's fine. I had to replace a bearing in it this last week here, and the shaft. The same shaft, hex shaft that I replaced on the 566, which cost $800, and it's like 2.5 feet long. Goes from the gearbox to the double chain, and it was $500 on that video. I had to go back and look at my YouTube video. It's $500, and now it's $800 for that little piece of hex shaft, which if I go to a machine shop, I'm pretty sure it's only $200 max, maybe. I'd have to ask. I'll ask. There's nothing really special about it at all. It's just a hex shaft with a hole in it. Anyways. So yeah, the rest of the week is looking pretty hot. There's one kind of a cool day, and it's back to hot again. So it stopped raining and it's dried out now. We could actually probably use the rain in a week or so. I checked my canola yesterday. We're hauling oats. I had 3 bins of oats to go out, and I checked the canola and it still had moisture, so a lot of straw in there though. Straw really holds the moisture in. I think I had that zoomed in on my face. So yeah, it's another week of this heat, and we'll have to get a rain again, especially if we want any second cut. Second cut will go like crazy if it gets a rain right after it's baled. But don't have too much left to go. I'll come back to you in a while here. Well, how's everybody doing today? Today was not a hot day. Today was very nice. The last couple days it's been like 34 degrees, and that's way too hot. Way too hot. But the hay dried like crazy. But you couldn't do anything. It was just shattering so much. And just so hot. But today is only like 25 and it was windy. So windy that I couldn't rake the hay because, well, the swaths going this way and east and west were fine, but the north and south ones, it just blew them away. But it's not too bad now. Sean's baling. We're baling on this pasture. So we got, I think this is about 70 acres. Got about 60 rolls right now, which is gonna be better than last year. We got this much to go yet. We only had 60 here. I think it was 60, 62 here last year. So we're gonna get at least 75 here, I'm gonna say. And then we're gonna let this grow up a bit and let the cows in it. The difference here last year was there was tons of grasshoppers at this time. There are grasshoppers here. I can see them hopping around when I kick. That guy's hopping around. But they're really tiny here, like just like everything is later this year. The hay is later, the crops are later because it was so cold. I think the grasshoppers are later. We could actually use some rain right now. Before 2 weeks ago we wanted it to stop, now we need another rain. We got fire bans in effect again now. Everything's dried out. Crazy how quick it changes. But it's supposed to rain on Saturday. Today is Thursday, I believe. Saturday night and Sunday. Not much though. Some pretty nice hay here too. No rain. Dried in a couple days. What's wrong with that? A little bit of clover. Clover sure came up this year. It's funny, sometimes there's no clover and then you get a little bit of like a wet year, a little bit more rain and the clover comes back. But we got some bromine or Timothy in here. I seeded this into alfalfa, but the alfalfa never came up, or did a little bit, and then it just died out. I don't know, I had really bad luck with this field. This field and that chunk over there, a 50-acre piece, nothing came up that I seeded. Just Timothy and quackgrass. Yeah, cows are like that. No thunderstorms today. Yesterday there was a few, we missed them, but they were pretty extreme when I looked on the radar. They were dark red, so I'm assuming some hail came out of those. Nice looking rolls. Yeah, nice grass bales. There's a little clover mixture in them. But yeah, 560M baler. I did see one of my neighbor has the new 561 R or M, I'm not sure. But it has the fancy monitor and everything. It's got the scale with a little picture of the baler with the bale growing in it, and then it shows you when the gate's open, closed, all that fancy stuff. Moisture meter in it. So yeah, that's kind of a pretty cool baler actually. Someday when I grow up, I'll get one of those. But for now, the 560 and the 568 are doing really good. I don't have the 568 here. I'll bring it up here tomorrow. And I gotta put the teeth on the other rake. I put like 15, let's see. I put 25 teeth on this rake today, and there's still more to do. I think I broke 4 just in the last couple hours. But what happens is they get wore in that hole. Here, I'll show you. They get wore out in these holes, and it starts wearing on the metal there and fatiguing it, and then after a while they just snap right off. See, like this one's a fresh break, you can tell. And which one is it? This is one we just did this morning. That's a fresh break, I think, yeah. And this wheel was totally finished. They're all black now. They don't make them in this yellow anymore, or beige or whatever it is. So there's 2 to put on this wheel again. And then that one broke a few there, some missing. So once they get a couple missing in a row, they don't want to rake anymore, so. Oh yeah. That's one bad thing about these rakes, how they wear like that. Anyway, I am off to rake some more.